Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I did have a prepared speech a few weeks ago, but after 2 days and a half passed at this forum, meeting individuals, women and men, again, of unyielding conviction, from different sectors, different organizations, different walks of life, committed to the cause of justice, equity, sustainability. I'm afraid that any pre-written speech would be unworthy. Unworthy because what we have seen today and over the past 2 days and a half was, and I will sound perhaps idealistic in saying so, but what we have seen is perhaps the greatest act of love to a humanity, is of the pounding red that we all share, and not the cold blue ink that we have just signed. And any artificial words that I could have prepared, I would not allow myself, after the expression of such passion from every single one of you, to utter them. And I hope that you will forgive some of my rather stronger expressions that I might use. But I trust in your indulgence to recognize that this is truly and merely the expression of my awe. This forum has been historic. This forum has brought people together from across the world, from 5 continents, to confederate our efforts towards building, struggling for a better future. And today, this international call, combined with the global guide, are a formidable step ahead. It demonstrates that every single one of you has taken the unambiguous step towards the path, towards the road less traveled by. And that, ladies and gentlemen, does make all the difference. But I will confess as well that we should not bathe in congratulations either. We should not allow ourselves to feel exalted and blinded by this exaltation. Forget that the road is still long. And that whereas this international call has been historic, the Goliath we face is twice the size. What we ought to do now is multiple times as complicated, in that it is in joining efforts that we do indeed become worthy and capable of this challenge. And Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is true that the world is better than it was. It is true that there are less people living in dire poverty than before. But we refuse. We reject collectively the idea of merely settling for good enough. Ours isn't to settle. Ours, ladies and gentlemen, is the calling to go beyond the limits of human existence. Ours is to recognize that we are not interested in including more people in our education systems. Ours is to build systems which make sure that exclusion is impossible. And to that end, ladies and gentlemen, you have all undoubtedly demonstrated that there is reason. There is a reason to be incurably optimistic. That when we come together, the future does perhaps, and I was wrong in my opening speech, when we come together, the future perhaps does become a promise. And as we struggle together over the next few months, over the next few years, over the next few decades, we must always remember that the point, the objective, is that every single person on this planetary Titanic can say loudly and clearly, yes. Yes, it was worth living. Yes, there was a point to this existence. And yes, we will never settle. Thank you very much.